all right, before I get out of here, guys, man, I want to bring this up. Freaking Combat Battle League's owner comes out today. Yesterday, he was on Champion. They still held their ground. They even said, we're not booking Twork. We want our money back. The 14-day contract says he has 14 days. Twork hit him up, said, I'll have it October 1st. That's 45 days. And he looked pissed off about that. The other guy said to Jay Black, what I'm scared of is Twork's going to have a fire performance on a big league, and everyone's going to forget about it. Everyone's going to forgive him, and everything that happened prior to that is going to be washed, and no one's going to care. And I like that. I like that attitude. And he's like, we need to do something about that. He said this owner said we need to do something about that. Today he tweets out, I talked to Twork. We're going to work it out, and we're going to try to get him back on our league. How did what did Twork say to him that made a complete 180? What?
Nothing. He probably said, I'll do the battle. That's all it takes.
But he literally said, I can't book Twork on Champion because my fans will be worried that he's not going to show up, and I don't want to lose that credibility with them. But then you tweet that?
That was in the moment and in the environment he was in. That's why you said it. If Twork would have called him right, like 10 minutes after that show was filmed, you would have said this too. I guarantee you. Because Twork's not going to send – he don't want to send that money back or give him that money back. He probably it's already spent probably. So he has no choice but to do the fucking battle.
That's my problem, man. I was like, he's been on interviews. He's been saying, no, we're not doing it. He's on Champion. We're not doing it. This ain't right. We got to set an example. Next day he talks to Twork. We worked it out. We're going to get him on the card again. Well, I'm not supporting that. If he's on the card, any card, I said I'm not supporting any card he's on. And you can put Press Mafia in that list too. He just stole another deposit. He has 2 felonies in battle rap. All right, you cannot make any more mistakes. Hello, Prez, and you made another one. So you can put him in that list of me not supporting a card that he's on or Twork's on. I'm sorry, I just can't do it anymore with a clear conscience. Especially when Viduel convinced me to spend $10, all right, on that card. All right, and he doesn't show up. A guy drove 15 hours to see Twork. He didn't show up. What are we doing?
It's at 15, right?
15 hours he drove just to see Twork, and then Jay Black had to been like, he's not here.
It's a bad situation for him to be in because he doesn't want to talk about this or face this, but he had to because he was there hosting the fucking event. Right. He was back into a corner.
That was the only reason he was on Champion, because they were paid to be there, or whatever it was. Otherwise, I highly doubt this would have been discussed.
Listen, but let me tell you this though. In my interview that I had with the dude's name is Roger, the league.
I went back and watched it actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that.
I watched all your Jesse Rican things. You guys gotta check that out on No Mercy's channel.
Yeah. Thank you. So my problem is, if besides you, but anybody who has not listened to my interview with Close Combat, that interview's doing pretty good. The numbers on it, but whoever hasn't. One of the things I said to him on there, and I'm hoping people caught it, was he made a comment, and I had to tell him he had to stop being a fan. You're a league owner now. Like you can't do that. You can't think from a fan standpoint. He wanted to. He offered to give me predictions, and I told him no. And he was like, "Oh, nah, I could give you." I was like, "No, you can't. You're a league owner now. The only thing you can predict is if a battle is going to be good or not. You have to sell it to me.
Yeah.
You can't sit here and predict who you think is going to win." And he was like, "No, I'm still a fan, this, and this." And I'm like, "No." And you can hear it in the interview when I say that. I know I haven't seen anybody comment on that part, so I guess people didn't catch that much. But the reason why I brought that up right now is because 2 things. Is it a chance that the fan part of him wants to give NJT another chance?
Yeah. And you know what? He took your advice, Jay. Just sorry to interrupt you, because on Champion, he did say, I think they were asking him about it, and he was like, I don't want to get into the prediction stuff. So he took your advice, I think.
Well, that's dope if he did.
He did.
I hope he did, because that's only going to be good for him.
Because he literally said that. He said, I don't want to get in the prediction game.
Yeah, because that's a horrible thing. The only time that it's somewhat okay is when you're talking about another league.
It's like, imagine Smack saying predicting the battles, right? It's like, that makes sense. Organic. I think this guy's gonna win. It's not right. Yeah, but go continue.
The second part of that is, all right. I have to mention this. I was gonna wait for us to do it another time, but I have to mention it because I have mentioned my frustration with the whole Hip Hop Is Real and Big K situation. I spoke to them. Salute to them. We straightened out what we had to. And the reason why I'm bringing that part up is to say sometimes an apology goes a long fucking way. Is there a chance that NJT got on the phone and gave him what appeared to be a sincere apology? Because for me as a man, here's the thing. Most people who's ever around me say I hold grudges, and I do. But the thing is that sometimes what defines us is taking responsibility. And I hate when I have an issue with somebody and they refuse to take responsibility. I hate that shit. But when someone genuinely takes responsibility for their actions and either apologizes or goes out their way to try to show you, first off, I need to hear the apology, but I also need to know that it's genuine. You know, for all we know, they had that sort of conversation as men, and maybe he got the vibe like it was genuine and decided to give it another shot. So I don't want to rule that out because it's possible. And it's why I say, like, the two of y'all, you know, who knows? One day we might have a falling out. And it's nothing when another man can sit there and tell another man, you know what? Yo, I fucked up on that one, man. I apologize. Like, we got to make that right. Because sometimes you get people who just give you the whatever apology just to shut you up or whatever, or just so that you don't take action against them. But then you have people sometimes who just sit there and be like, yo, you know what? I fucked up on that one, man. I wish I could do that over again. How can I make that right? And sometimes those words, if they're genuine, can change your outlook and get you another shot. So at the end of the day, I want to believe that that's what happened. A piece of me feels like maybe the fan in him is what's happening. But I'm hoping that that's not true. I'm hoping they had some sort of conversation that was genuine and he decided to give it another shot. Do I feel like I want to support that? The truth is no. But if that man, if Roger was to get on the phone with me right now and tell me, yo, Jay, you know what? I felt genuinely like that man want to make it up, I'll accept that for right now. It doesn't mean I'm supporting it.
What I actually touched on this in the live. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I'm a dude who always accepts apologies, like, you know, from people who've done me the worst. So, as you know, I'm always a guy who gives second chances. My thing is that you lose a lot of credibility when it keeps happening. And I think, and forget about apologizing to the owner. He owes the fans an apology, and not the way he apologized, because when the worst thing you can say is my real fans. We're all your real fans, bro. Nobody wants these people to do bad. Like, even if you're not a fan of Twork.
Dear me, when they say real fans, they mean the people who they could never do no wrong. The people who look at them like they could never, exactly. Yeah. They really talking about the stands.
He owes us an apology, number one.
He does.
And it's like, and I won't support him until I see something genuine that I feel like I have to forgive him for. And that's fine. He might not care, and that's been his attitude not to care. So, did he say something? I don't know. But he's had so many incidents, so many different, like that. Like I was just saying, there's just so many. I will never rag on somebody for one incident, for two incidences. But when you're at 7, 8, 9, what are we supposed to do with you, bro? And we're not kids. You know, you're grown adults. This is a business, and you know. I don't know, man. I'm not excited. I wasn't excited when I heard that, but I don't know what he could have said. There was people saying, because, you know, what another thing pissed me off is he was on Twitter saying he didn't, because Sway Sever called him out, and he's like, you know, shut your dumb ass up. He was being real disrespectful, saying, I didn't fucking duck, dummy, you fucking bitch. You know, like, I didn't no show. That's what he said. I didn't know. What do you mean he didn't no show? Because his mentality was, I gave him 2 hours notice. A no show is I just didn't answer the phone. Yeah. No. Just because you told him you're not going to be there in 2 hours doesn't mean that's not a no-show. You want to be technical about it, fine, but come on, man.
No, that's technically no. You're still wrong.
Technically, it's not. I mean, well, technically, it's not a no-show because if we're going by the definition of what QP.
Well, this isn't the work rules where you have to call 2 hours before your shift.
Right, but like where you just disappear and you don't show up and not answering phone calls, if that's the technicality of it, but. No, man, like that's ridiculous, and we'll see how it plays out. I just like I don't want like you said the fandom in him to make make another bad decision because he's such a new league, and these like that the way the pay-per-view went off was bad, so he's trying to make it right by giving a free pay-per-view to the people who bought it next time. That's a good gesture. I love that, but don't ruin it by announcing Twork again and he doesn't show up again. You know, like I
got words about that pay-per-view.
Huh?
I haven't even just talked about that pay-per-view.
Bro, my ears still hurt from the gunshots. These guys scared me. I had to have it on volume 10 on my sound bar because so I can hear them whisper, but the gunshots come out at volume 10. So it's like, what are you doing to me? I only saw one battle. Is it on VOD? And does it sound the same?
I was gonna ask you if you rewatched it because
I didn't go back. I want to see Mr. Mills. That was the only battle that looked good.
I've been too salty about that whole fucking.
Listen, Chill and Boom was the best one, so audio wise.
Listen, you're getting so much support. There's a lot of, and this is like another thing why it's bad that Twork didn't show up, because a lot of his little like bullshit leagues, and I'm not gonna call them bullshit, but you know what I mean, like small leagues. We're not all tuned in. We don't know about them. We hear about them, right? So a lot of media sources were tuned into this and supporting and promoting this fucking event.
And from his own words, he said that he sold tons of pay-per-views that he didn't expect. And Jay, you did say, if I'm not mistaken, they corrected the champion at $9,000 thing. The guy Chilla got 1,000.
That's what I heard. Yeah, he gave him.
Well, what I heard, because he said at the end of the
pay-per-view, made some good money off the pay-per-view, so he's like, I can afford it, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Because what he said on the pay-per-view was he had to pay an emergency flight and pay for another battle rapper, so he can only give him $250. Then he tried to. But my issue with this, like, I understand people feeling like you got to be a man of your word. You said $1,000 champion at night, and I agree with that. My problem was, that man, that's $1,000 on top of what he was paying everybody.
Where all that extra money come from?
That's all him. So this here's my thing,
which was added up to a couple thousand.
At the beginning of the event, if he would have told all the battle rappers there, hey, your money is here, the money for winning the battle is here, but the champion of the night is changed. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have because here's my thing. Everybody had a chance at the $1,000, except for the one rounders. There was altogether, I think there was 4 battles that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, everybody had a shot at $1,000. Your base pay was there, and your prize money if you won your battle was there. So the champion of the night is just the icing on the cake. There was no crowdfunding for that shit. That man went in his pockets.
Right.
For everybody who don't know, he paid champion to fucking be there.
That's not how champion of the night usually works. It's crowdfunded. So
yeah. So this is my thing. When people were trying to kill him for that $250 shit, I wasn't mad. All I said was I hope he warned everybody. Because at the end of the day, guess what? A lot of shit, all that came out that man's pocket. That man did phenomenal promotion. He was in my DMs and other people. He made his rounds to as many sources as he could. He paid to be on Champion, paid for Champion to be out there and everything.
Mm-hmm. No, he did. That's the take note.
So for me, it's like, fuck out of here. Like, don't be mad about the champion of the night. Out of all the things that went bad that night, that's what you're mad about? The champion of the night first?
That's beyond that, yeah.
Who's mad at that? You're talking about in general? Like people?
I'm sure somebody.
There was a lot of people upset about it.
There? Yeah. And I brought it up. I was just confused about it. I didn't understand.
But check it out, though. There were people tweeting Jay Black, mad at Jay Black. And I'm like, hold on a second, because here's the thing. It's a double-edged sword for them. Because if you Jay Black, yeah, the champion of the night shit look good for you. But you can't be mad when people are tweeting you upset about it, because if that other dude put up $1,000 and you didn't sit there and tell people that, you was taking the credit like it was you guys, then don't be mad when people are attacking you about it.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here in a minute, guys. Anything else you guys want to quickly talk about?
Nah, do your thing. I'm gonna go chill with Visuel in his room. And pause in his chat room.
Nay, you wanna go to the beach? Mommy's waiting.
You wanna go live?
Hey, you wanna go live? We could go live.
Oh shit! I'll be listening.